Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Um, I introduce myself. My name is Maharani.
Sorry? Selfie. Sorry, what's your name?
Effie Maharani.
Effie.
My name is Effie Maharani. I want to interview about um, my research and title is an analysis of actual listening strategies during speaking course at English Education Department of International.
Okay.
Okay. Next, for first question, sir. Do you often use listening strategies in speaking class?
Questioning strategies.
Often use di kelas selalu digunakan. Uh,
I often ask questions to my students with the expectation for them to answer my questions, of course.
of course.
Yeah.
And how do you determine question in speaking class?
Depending on what I expect for them to answer.
Mhm.
So, can you tell me previously about what you mean by questioning strategies?
How do you determine question in speaking class?
Can you now tell me about questioning strategies? What you mean by questioning strategies?
Questioning strategies and strategi mengajar dosen untuk menstimulasi student.
Questioning strategies. For example,
For example, um, bertanya tentang keadaan,
yes.
jawab sama siswanya.
Okay.
Kan untuk menstimulasi siswanya. And then how do you apply listening strategies in the class?
It depends on the situation. Depending on the situation. So, uh, first of all, we have to consider the students' position. So, do we have to speak uh, with soft voice or with loud voice? And then do we need to come close to our students? And then we have to make sure that students understand the questions. And if it is necessary, sometimes I have to mix the language when students don't understand. Then, if students need help, then I can guide students to find the answers, to make their own answers.
Next, do you have any references before applying listening strategies in class? Material. Ya,
For example,
contohnya kalau misalnya bisa masuk kelas, adakah ada referensi dari YouTube kah, atau dari buku, materi yang disampaikan?
the learning materials. Of course, we have to refer to the what is it, recognized or the published learning materials as our references.
Do you have a guide in asking questioning strategies? Do you a guide in asking questioning to student?
Provide guides for students. If they need guide, if they need help, yes.
Do you ask more question in speaking class or the same as other classes? Pertanyaannya sama ataukah setiap kelas itu berbeda?
For speaking,
Nah,
I don't ask as many questions as in other subjects because in speaking I need to give students to have more time to speak. So with less questions and more answers, that's what I need. To give students more talking time. Okay?
okay. Do you ask a question to stimulate student in class?
Of course.
Of course. What question are usually asked in speaking class when class is opening, during learning, and about the class? contoh pertanyaan.
Okay.
Uh,
In opening, of course, we need to ask students situation, students condition. We ask them about the previous lesson, whether they still remember or not. And then and I also ask them to, what is it, to check their understanding about the previous one. And also I ask questions to lead to the new lesson. Before introducing the lesson, I ask some questions to lead them to come to the new lesson, just to still to check their what is it, background knowledge about the new lesson. And during the classroom activities, asking questions to make sure that they understand the new lesson, and then give them more opportunity to elaborate what is it, the new topics. And at the end, of course, it is necessary to make sure that they have really understood the new topics and also the assignment given to them.
um, in your opinion, sir, are student responses is good?
Some students, yes, but some students keep silent, and it's the challenge for teachers then to stimulate students to answer the teacher's questions. The problem is it is harder to ask students to ask questions than to ask them to answer the questions. That's the challenge.
Are student answers short or responsive, sir?
Most students answer with short answers, but we can ask them further by asking more questions to them, by giving reasons, by providing facts, by giving examples, so they can speak more.
Do you student use more short answer such as yes or no question? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes. In the lesson, do students often have answers that are better than they solve?
students may come up with something different because of their misunderstanding of the questions. So it is the teacher's task then to redirect the students to come up with the more appropriate answers, of course.
Yes, sir. Um, Thank you for your time.